got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
I love everything about Andrew Luck's game, but I also love his worldliness. Some of his formative years were spent growing up outside of the United States, and I think that that's helped him when he came back because now he's seen the world, and I think that helped him mature a little bit as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. And right away, he lost the football. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Mahomes now to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds Beckham complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. On 2nd down, Kamara. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A big play there out of Kamara. 44 yards on the ground. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1, nevertheless. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Clayton Gathers makes the stop. On the counter, here's Kamara.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot. And Kamara. And a nice thing as he's stopped behind the line. As a loss of 1 on first down. Second to 6 this time. Running with Kamara. And he's line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. Fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Here we go.
Andrew Luck.
They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, let's get sandwich.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That sack by the DN, Tanico Autry. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Mahomes. Caught left side, Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Go, go, go. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Lott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And some strong running. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
I want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, it's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock, and he's got his man Hilton. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Go. 1st down. Go.
On 1st and 10, Locke. That'll be caught by Rodgers. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. Now Kamara.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving? I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here is Andrew Luck, the focus of our players' spotlight. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Mack. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get this...
And that's caught inside the 35. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Two times.
Mahomes going to throw. And an alley to run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Kamara try the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 14 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Gold for the extra point.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They run with Hines. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are in defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they?
Still
Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a 1st down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They go right back to Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 30, the 20, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Great solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8 on the ground. Kamara. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Make that defense stand up and stop them. Oh, and now some space to operate. Just bowling over tacklers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football, but sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Funches has it complete. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got Rodgers. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rodgers, 92 yards. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Refusing to go down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 64 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes now to throw. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Kamara. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Gold to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On first down, Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Locke. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Colts on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Luck now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Margus Hunt drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup. As Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Justin Houston able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. Score again, yet a touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And I really don't want to because the old school in me is happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, these guys who are playing in this game, there are no fear.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Second and 8. Mahomes. It's complete to Diggs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll be brought down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first.
And, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching, but it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Now the first carry.